Hello, this is Winston Smith with my commentary on the Terry Crews DL Hughley situation, where Terry Crews, I believe, sometime last year, was basically said that he was sexually assaulted, which is a serious thing, by his Hollywood manager, who's head of some movie conglomerate or something. Which, okay, fine, he was sexually assaulted. What people got on him was, why did you allow it? Meaning, in his interview with Michael Strahan, who is a football player for the New York Giants, former football player for the New York Giants, who's around the same size, around the same weight, basically said that okay, he came back twice. That means he did it the first time, and then when he realized, he said, "Hey, what you doing?" And he looked at him with some weird grin or with some weird smile, and he came back again and did it again. This is where I look at it like, wait, this makes no sense to me because men are logical creatures. You can do it once where I'm not seeing it, but you're not going to do it two times right now, and I allow you to do this two times, and in front of his wife. Now I don't even get in front of his wife, but that's no importance to me. The fact that you believe that you can get away with this, and you got away with it—that's the part that I'm like, that don't make no sense. And you allowed it because you're physically bigger, physically stronger than this guy. I believe that he, in that situation, wanted to have uh, wanted to have like a career like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and sees how The Rock is in Hollywood and sees his stature, sees that he's around the same height, same weight, muscular build. He can do the muscle popping thing with all his muscles in his chest and arms and stuff. So why can't I get on? Why can't I get those big contracts that The Rock gets? Right? I think he was in a semi competition for with The Rock. I believe that that's what I believe. Well, that's a speculation. But anyhow, now this obviously he wanted to preserve his reputation as being someone that they can count on in Hollywood and not being violent. I can understand that. There's many people that are black and they go to colleges and they're from the hood, from the streets, and they go to colleges where there's a majority all white college and they can't, if they have a disagreement with anybody, they can't act in the same way that they normally would. They can't put up the fist and start fighting because majority of people that's around you are white and they look at you in a certain way. Like, oh, wow, look at these guys. Look at these black guys from the streets. So yeah, you have to conduct yourself in a certain way. I mean, even sometimes some people in college right now, in a professional setting, if there's a disagreement, people have to say that, hey, calm down, calm down. Look at where we're at. Okay, well, I understand it. But it's just sexual assault. This is something completely different. Okay, so this is basically, this is something completely different that he allowed. He's physically bigger and stronger than the guy that did it. So that's where you're coming from. And then now, when DL Hughley made a comment months back on live TV, well, God gave you muscles so you can say no, right? You work out every day, you lift weights every day, you take protein shakes to lift weights, so you have a strong bench press, strong squat, and everything. And someone comes up to you trying to do that, then you physically force them and force them to stop. You force them away from you, right? Women do it all the time. If you're in a bar and you see a woman throw a drink in someone's face, why? Because she's dissatisfied with something that he said, try to touch her in a certain way. You see a woman smack somebody. Sometimes you might see a woman just turn around, smack somebody. Like, what the hell happened over there? Maybe the guy got drunk and tried to touch her inappropriately. So people defend themselves from unwanted touching, unwanted aggression. That's just facts. Okay? So that means that even if you're basically sitting there and you're a guy and your girl wants to start hitting on you, she can hit you in the chest and your arms all over. Once she hits you in the face, it's a different story now. Your lights turn on like, what the hell did she just do? So this is certain levels of severity that people can get, but you touch down there, that's a automatically for a guy. What the hell are you doing, bro? And that's what people got on him about. Originally, it died down. There, a lot of people made their comments. All right, fine. Now you're trying to get aggressive with DL Hughley? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, what's up? If someone says something that you don't like, or I should just smack, well, I should just smack you next time I see you, getting all hard body, but someone's directly in front of you doing something that you shouldn't like, and you allow him to do this, and then not only allow him, you told Michael Strahan he came back a second time, that within a few seconds after the first time that he touched you and groped you again. So you didn't do anything then, but you threatened to smack DL Hughley. It's completely awkward. This is what happens when people, I think, put certain things, they get mind fucked, right? So he didn't get physically forced down and held against his will, and someone touched him. Instead, there was a half dozen people over there with AR-15s pointed at his chest with laser beam sights. And you could say, okay, it's intimidation. I can't do anything or I'm going to die. Okay. You know what I mean? He's not trying to rape you. He's physically touching you. Okay. Then you might say, okay, but everybody has their limit. There's some guys that they're in the street. They're civilians. They're not out there selling drugs. Fine. You trying to rob them on Monday? Not a big deal. You try to rob them on things, let's just say you try to rob them in 4th of July, not a big deal. But then now you try to rob them around Christmas times, they're going to go out. They're going to say, listen, my kids need their gifts, I'm behind on rent, they're going to go out. They're going to risk their life and not care. The worst thing you can do is try to rob somebody that is their last. Then F it, I'm going to do what I have to do, whatever. What you got to do what you got to do, I got to do what I got to do. This is supposed to be something of some type of value to you, so where you're basically going to go out and say, F it, I'm going to go at this guy, I don't care. You understand? Big house, big fancy wife, maybe expensive cars, and kids that are go to expensive schools was the motivation for him to say, oh, I'm not going to hit him. Fine, don't hit him. But when someone says something about it, like God gave you muscles so you could say no, oh, I should, no. You should just keep quiet and keep it moving, keep it pushing. You see, so now you want to get all hard with him, because the thing, you can get hard with, people can say whatever they want. It's a free country. If someone says something about you don't like, you can get hard with that person if you want, okay? But you can't threaten that person because someone says something, because he's a civilian. He's not a gangster, right? He's a movie actor, okay? So you can, this person can say whatever they want to say. But when you get all harsh or smack, or okay, so if someone's physically in front of your face right now, doing something to you that you don't want it, you physically smack that person, you let that person know, like, listen, you're not going to do this, right? And so it's not, you don't have to stomp the person out or beat the person to death, but you physically hit this person. Hey, what the hell is your problem? Will Smith did it on the red carpet. Now it's the red carpet, and they're in Europe, and you know, it's a fancy affair, but nah, you're not gonna be kissing me on my cheek, bro. What the hell? He actually grabbed him by his neck at first. The original rage and anger came out, but I still smacked him. Like, what the hell? It's like, you want to do more than, but but something came out, like, because that dude, what are you doing? So it happened. Okay, you're a victim of sexual violence. Okay, but then now you're trying to get all hard with this guy. Everybody's looking at, okay, we're logical creatures, we're men. Get hard with the man that basically trying to touch you. That's it. Like, you're a grown man. You're not a little child. You're not a little baby that can't do anything. And the person, if someone does something like that, is because they have a group of men, or they're physically bigger and stronger. I mean, the guy looks like a prison rapist talking about I was sexually assaulted. It's confusing. So I think there's more there. I think there's because there has to be something more there that we know are not seeing, that he probably doesn't want to say anything about. I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate. But, you know, don't get angry at the wrong person. It's almost like Charlemagne sitting at the Breakfast Club was like, yo, bro, what are you getting mad at the radio guy for? I'm Mr. Radio Guy. When Birdman was there, I'm Mr. Radio Guy. You getting mad at the radio guy for? You get mad at Rick Ross. You get mad at all these different people. You get mad at the comedian for, hey, I'm just a comedian. I'm just making jokes. Hey, get mad at the guy that physically was there touching you. You didn't do nothing. Another scenario when people fight back is in this case of sexual violence. In the case of rape, the police tell a woman not to fight back. No, that's their body. They can choose to fight back. If they want to go out rather than get raped, that's their choice. They can say, you know what? As the police say, F it, I'm going to go out. He's not going to get my cooch. That's them. You know what I'm saying? They can do that.